Initiating weapon cooling!
Weapons are hot!
Just another assault rifle.
What's going on? Someone's breaking in! Assume defensive positions! I do not need to be troubled by brutes! Ah! Heat tanks overloaded! Bow in the presence of
And,
Megatron!
well, on their very first outing, Megatron had spies in place and noticed their departure. So he, of course, personally led a group of Decepticons against the Ark, even against both shockwaves and sound waves.
Unlock the exit door.
So often the AI does these things, but it gives us a nice view of how the Transformers transform into their mechanisms to use them.
Heat tanks overloaded!
Get rid of
These guys don't know when to quit, do they?
Smash through them!
No!
Lead him around so I have a clear shot on his back.
You're gonna die!
And well, it didn't end well for Megatron and his team. He took Laserbeak, Buzzsaw, Starscream, Soundwave, and Thundercracker. At least I think maybe there was another one or two as well. But yeah, they all got completely trashed. Starscream and Thundercracker ate the initial hit by Omega's tank form, and once he transformed, he crushed Starscream in his claw and shot Buzzsaw with his head gun, I think, and then finally shielded a blast from Megatron's fusion gun and blasted him, left him half a wreck. Laserbeak was still alive and managed to save him, which was really what kept him alive. And he was almost relieved of leadership when he got back, because Shockwave saw him as being a failure of a leader for doing this. And I'd say he had a point. But he managed to convince Shockwave into staying leader, because none of them could have foreseen that.
Megatron, the Autobot security systems are capturing.
Could have foreseen that Omega Supreme was a thing. Which is a fair point. Okay, racing time.
Watch out! Omega's mining the road ahead!
Jump! Oh God.
All weapons school! Did you see me back there? Omega couldn't touch me!
Megatron, scanners indicate a bridge nearby. Crossing there will give us access to a second elevator.
Another elevator? I don't know. The last one didn't work out so well.
Do not test me, Breakdown. My patience is at a critical low.
Yeah, the Omega Supreme's alternate form was originally nothing like that monstrous ship you see out there. Is he still out there, actually? No, it looks like he's gone on. He was divided into three components. There was the tank, there was the tracks that the tank drove on, because it wasn't a free roaming tank, even though I know that got a bit retconned later. Or maybe he just got an upgrade, you don't quite know with the Transformers. And then there was the rocket ship, which was composed of most of his body, with both of his arms at the ends to like form as a coherent cylinder. I believe he could incorporate the rest of his form into the rocket if he needed to go to another planet. So he served as both ultimate guardian and siege weapon and interplanetary transport. So, not a bad...
Can't let anything happen to this chassis.
So not a bad run for a single Autobot, I'd say, even though he was absolutely huge. That was later retconned in the comics that he wasn't that huge really, and I don't think he was quite so huge in the animated series as well, but in the original comics he was enormous. Even though you'd later see him on the same level as Power Master Optimus Prime. In the beginning, if Power Master Prime had existed, then he'd barely reached the knee of Omega Supreme, so it's much closer to how he is depicted in this game.
We're pinned down!
Starscream, do you read me?
Megatron, you're alive?
Spare me your theatrics. I need immediate air support. Attack Omega Supreme!
New targets acquired. Initiating pursuit.
There! Omega Supreme is distracted! Attack the Autobots!
Yeah, they're leaving us with...
Take over! Controlling complete!
Let all target the repair sentries, or we'll never destroy these Autobots!
Weapons overheated!
This isn't good, but I think we should be able to destroy that giant tank from here. So long as we can keep him away from that final repair sentry.
That was an awesome shot,
Yep.
naturally.
You're the one with the repair beam, Soundwave. You repair me instead. Oh well. I know in the most recent regeneration run that IDW are running Omega's tank form is larger and more mobile.
I have no patience for enemy vehicles.
I just took down my target, to no one's surprise.
Oh, I'm running out of ammunition actually. There should be some somewhere though. The reason for the difference in origin stories is because of the difference in the matrix between the comics and the animated series. See, in the animated series, it was simply the matrix of leadership. And it of course held some power, at least if you see the original movie. But it wasn't the same as the one in the comics, which was the Matrix of Creation.
Launching rockets!
Which was actually a part of Primus' spark himself, because...
Reporting for duty!
Primus, yes.
Okay, that's how you do that.
Originally Primus was one of the two Transformer gods, with Unicron being the other. This differs a little depending on which continuity you're following, of course, but yeah, they used to fight epic battles and such, but Primus was gravely wounded at some point, and
Just what the medic ordered.
in order to safeguard himself, he transformed into Cybertron and created the Transformers as his
The terminal is just ahead.
as his guardians and hopefully with weapons against Unicron eventually.
There's Omega again! He's getting ahead of us!
Yes, yes he is.
Omega found us again! We can't go that way! What do we do now?
Mapping alternate route now.
Let's get off this road and out of the open. We will find another way.
I think the transformations are so cool.
Okay, what needs doing? A dead end! Megatron, we're trapped!
Soundwave, you led us to this place. What is your explanation?
Scans reveal poor structural integrity surrounding this maintenance access door.
You heard him! Blast the wall!
Megatron, these are Iacon power maintenance tunnels. Moving through them will lead to the bridge terminal.
Yoo-hoo!